What's up everyone, welcome back. My name is Alex, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving you some refreshing technical analysis. Guys, this is not like those other channels where I swear to God, they literally repeat and they'll make 5 videos over the exact same chart and the exact same pattern. And they'll tell you, oh look, it's the same exact pattern I just showed you in the last video, and the last video, and the last video, okay? So if you want some refreshing and new technical analysis, this video is for you. I'm going to show you something that no other channel is talking about. No other channel has shown you. Okay, so let's dive straight into it. I don't waste your time on this channel. So first off, I'm sure you have a ton of questions. We're going to answer them closer to the end of this video. I want to start off by showing you the cool thing first. Okay, so check this out, right? So top in Bitcoin was 65,000. In 2018, the top in Bitcoin was 20,000. Okay, so let's first go over this zigzag pattern first, okay? And just stick through with me, guys. Just give me 10 minutes of your time. I told you, this is going to be a refreshing perspective, okay? You're not wasting your time by watching this, I promise you, okay? So zigzag, zigzag, all right? You go from 20,000 to 11,000. That's a 50% crash. Here, you go from 65,000 down to 30,000. That's a 60% crash, okay? See that so far? All right, great. Now, you bounce from 11,000 up to 17,000. That's about a 50% rise. Here in BTC, you go from 30,000 up to 42,000. That's about a 33% rise. Now, before I lose you, before you click out of this video, god damn it, all right, stick with me, all right? We're going to go through this a little bit more here, and then you're going to see what's so cool about this, okay? Second, we drop from 17,000 down to 6,000. That's a 66% crash. Here in BTC, we go from 42,000 down to 28,000. That's about a 33% crash, okay? Next, BTC goes from 28,000 up to 48,000. It's about a 30% rise, okay? Here in BTC, you go from 6,000 up to 12,000. That's a 50% rise, okay? So you can see the percentages are not even, the same at all. The behavior is pretty similar, okay, but that's not the point I'm trying to make. Now, what I want to show you is with this zigzag pattern, okay, look at the pattern that is not the zigzag, which is the triple top at 40,000. Look at this. Top 1 right here, top 2 right there, top 3 right there, all at 40,000. Boom, okay? Now, if I could delete those lines, I'm actually going to go ahead and do that so you can see this better, and we don't have a ton of shit drawn up, okay? Triple top at 40,000. Look at this chart right here. Triple top at 11, 12,000 right here. Boom, look at this. Okay, so right off the bat, right, you can see history. Everyone says history repeats itself. Okay, the truth is it doesn't repeat itself exactly, but there's going to be some, a lot of similarities. Okay, why is it so similar? And by the way, this isn't even the cool part yet. I'm actually about to show you the cool part. So if you thought this was cool, it's about to get a whole lot cooler. Okay, so first off, before we get into the cool part, all right, history doesn't repeat itself, but it does rhyme. It's going to look similar. And the reason that is true in the market is because no matter if it's 2021 or 2060 or 2090 or 2100, and I'm talking about the year, okay? Human greed, human emotion, human anxiety, panic, that doesn't change, okay, whether it's now or in 60 years from now. And that's why charts and patterns have such a history of repeating themselves and working time and time and time again. It's because humans don't change, okay? The assets might change, right? But why does a double top work on Dogecoin and it works on Bitcoin? Why does a Head and Shoulders work on Bitcoin? It also works on lumber, right? Because human behavior is the same, whether it's now or in 60 years from now. Although, yeah, it might be a little different. Yeah, you might have, trading algorithms. You might have all these advanced systems that, might change the game a little. But overall, when we're talking about humans don't really change that much, okay? Not emotionally, at least, okay? So you see this zigzag, zigzag, triple top there, zigzag, zigzag, triple top there. This is where the cool part comes in. So check this out. If you measure from the top, 65,000, down to the triple top at 40,000, okay? Do the math. That's a 39%, 40% crash, okay? From the top to the triple top. If we go here, okay, look at the magnitude, right? We're actually measuring the magnitude from 20,000 down to 12,000, 11,000. That's a 45% crash, or right? Depending if you say this is 12,000 or 11,000, I can't really tell. It's probably like 11,500. It's really both, right? It's like a triple top of both. You got wicks at that level. Let's say, okay, if it's at 12,000, it's literally a 40% crash. If it's at 11,000, it's like a 45% crash. So let's just say it's at 12,000, triple top at 12,000. You literally have, guys, a 40% crash from the peak of 20,000 down to 12,000. And you have a 40% crash from 64,000, 65,000 down to 40,000, guys. How cool is that? The measurement is the exact same, 40% from the top to the triple top. Okay, look how cool that is. Okay, and so history would tell us, and once again, that's the thing about history, is it's not always going to repeat itself, but you can see how similar that is right there, right? I mean, that's pretty damn cool. And so with the same behavior playing out so far, okay, with the triple top at the same level, and by the way, this time you have a huge reversal candle at that top, which is, to me, it looks like a big fucking middle finger saying, fuck you, you know, like we're going down. It's kind of what it looks like to me. Maybe I'm getting a little carried away here. You know, time will tell and we'll see, okay? But based on that, okay, triple top here, what do you see next? You go from 12,000 down to 6,000. Guys, that's a 50% crash. Now look at this. Guys, if you half from 40,000, take 50% of 40,000, guys, where does that put you? At the whopping 20,000 that everyone has been talking about, that everyone has been expecting, right? We didn't get it last time, but guess what? That measurement, those calculations, just based on this historic example and comparing that to 2018, that lines up literally spot on. You take 40% from the peak to the triple top. You take 50% from the triple top down to get to 6,000, guys. And once again, applying that math over to the current time Bitcoin, 50% of 40,000 obviously takes you to that whopping target of 20,000. Now, obviously, once again, history doesn't always repeat itself exactly, and so this is why I say it's a very cool scenario, but it is by no means guaranteed. As a matter of fact, I'm about to show you something else that would actually signal to us that this could be the bottom in Bitcoin. Okay, so we're not exactly sure yet. Okay, so stick with me here. But okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to come back to this 2018 chart. Okay, and you're going to take a look at where it bottoms at 6,000. You can see it actually bottoms at 6,000 3 times. Okay, and so this is what resembles what we actually have right now. Okay, go here, triple bottom at 6,000, right? You see one bottom, two bottom, three bottom. Well, that's obviously very similar to that bottom, and that bottom. Okay, so you know, it could go either way at this point, you know, and I hate to say, oh, it could go up or down, right? You guys know I fucking hate that, okay? So to avoid being a wishy-washy bitch, okay, I'm going to give you my true opinion right here, okay? So once again, diving back into this chart right here, you see the triple top right here at 12,000, okay? Well, guess what? We never cleared and we never broke above that 12,000 level again, okay? And so it was just down from there, right? And so I think at this point, if we can clear 40,000 definitively, I think we go back up to 52,000. All right, that's my prediction. If we clear 40,000 for real, we go to 52,000. But until and unless it clears that, okay, I see us going down to that target of 20,000. Okay, and let me explain further, because a lot of people think this is just Bitcoin. Oh, it's all Bitcoin. Okay, a lot of you don't even follow the stock market like we do here. Okay, like we trade stocks and crypto. Okay, so it's my job to be hugely in the know of both. And with Q3 earnings coming out this, you know, as of right now, as we speak, okay, companies are reporting their best numbers, okay, that they're ever going to report. And moving forward into Q4 and basically in the coming months, we're actually going to expect a slowdown and deceleration in U.S. company growth. Okay, and I do believe that that's very likely to lead to correction in the stock market in the next few months once this bullish sentiment dies down in the market from all these incredible earnings. Because once again, we're transitioning into a deceleration in earnings growth. And so if the stock market becomes bearish, Bitcoin will also be bearish. In a bearish stock market, which is going to coincide perfectly from a timing standpoint, would make me believe that we are still heading down to 20,000 actually. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. With the bear market and the stock market, I think that's going to hugely affect the prices of crypto if we start seeing a bear market transition. Obviously, right now, it's the fucking bullest market ever. going to all-time highs almost every single day. But once again, that's not going to last forever here as the earnings season come to an end, and as all these companies that we see right here, Tesla, Google, Enphase, Microsoft, Apple, all these big, Amazon, all these companies report earnings. Well, that's the peak of company growth. So it should most likely lead to a peak in the market heading into the fourth quarter of the year. Okay, so I hope you can see the timing of this. I hope you can see how that rejection kind of puts us in that exact zone of, hey, market's likely about to reverse a little, switch to bear market, and that's just going to add that much more pressure onto BTC. Okay, and so the reason, if you're wondering, by the way, why the bullish target would be 52,000 on BTC, because of this neckline in the head and shoulders, which was support, and it is now going to be resistance. Okay, so that's the bullish target on BTC is 52,000. If we can definitively break above 40,000, otherwise I see us heading down to 20,000. Okay, so it's really that simple, right? I just gave you my definitive opinion. No wishy-washy. No, it might go up, down, sideways, inwards, or outwards, right? As long as it's below 40,000, we're bearish. And if it's above 40,000, bullish up to 52,000 up to that neckline. It's that simple, okay? Now, obviously, that bullish sentiment, okay, above 40,000, that is for me as a trader, okay? As an investor, you're probably bullish down here. You're probably bullish down here. You're probably bullish down here, right where we are right now. Why? Because you can just hold for the long term and you're not worried about it, right? A lot of people, they don't want to pay attention in the market, right? They just want to buy and hold. Everyone has their own strategy. So this sentiment of being bullish or bearish, it completely depends on what is your strategy. Is it long term or is it from a trading perspective? And right now, when we're talking about being bearish or bullish, we specifically mean from a trade perspective. So above 40,000, we're bullish from a trade perspective, meaning we're taking long positions above 40,000 and we're taking bear positions below 40,000 mostly, okay? And so, look, if you guys have read How to Make Money in Stocks by William O'Neill, classic trading book, right? They talk about how, people are, they're so scared to buy things at all-time highs. People are so scared to buy things when they're up, okay? But that's the thing is when things are up, there's a reason why they're up, okay? And they, most of the time when things hit all-time highs, they continue higher. Okay, so that's a common mistake a lot of rookies do is they're too scared to buy things up. But remember, as a trader, right, do you want to buy now and then BTC drops 7,000, or would you rather buy BTC when it clears 40,000 and then you can ride it up, right? So it's actually, as a trader, you have to understand, okay, it's better to buy things expensive when the time is right, okay, because trading is a lot about timing and not about holding, okay? So that's one of the main concepts you'll be taught in that book, How to Make Money in Stocks, is, get over that fear and that basically uncomfort of buying things when they're pricey, okay? Because really, it's a lot better to buy things pricey when it's the right time than to buy things when they're cheap but at the wrong time. Does that make sense? So that's one of the main concepts, and you just learned that here in like 1 minute, okay? So let's get into the next part I want to get into, okay, which is actually taking away these lines and extending just a little bit further here, and we'll wrap up our analysis and also cover Ethereum and Cardano real briefly, okay? I want to talk about when BTC actually breaks even lower down to 3,000. Okay, and so the only way I would see this scenario actually playing out, right? And this, once again, this is if it copied 2017, 2018 scenario. It doesn't have to happen like this, but I'm showing you what it would take for this to happen. And that's if we enter a major corrective phase within the S&P 500. That's how I see that happening, okay? So there you go. Back at the end of 2018, by the way, this is when the Fed raised interest rates, okay? And that's what led to panic in the stock market, and panic in the stock market leads to what? Panic in BTC. So you can see how they're correlated, and you can see why that would mean that for BTC to do that again this time. What do you need? You need panic in the stock market. So you remember, BTC is heavily correlated with the market, and it's also heavily correlated with the US dollar index. And you can see US dollar index, we've been talking about this, okay? It's pretty close to breaking out past 93. And I'll go over this briefly here in case you haven't seen our previous videos about this. You've got a very bullish double bottom on the US dollar here. Price target is going to take you to around $97. And you can see that right there, right? So the break of the double bottom here takes you to 97. Guys, that is panic. And just in case you're a complete rookie and you don't know that the US dollar is inversely correlated to Bitcoin, just look at it, right? So Bitcoin goes down for the last few months. What has the US dollar been doing? It's been going up for the few months, right? Look at this from last year in 2020. Bitcoin, US dollar goes down. Bitcoin went up. It had a huge run up, okay? So they're just inverse to each other, right? When Bitcoin goes up, the US dollar is typically going down. And when US dollar is going up, Bitcoin's going down. All right. Sorry to the guys who already know that. Just remember, we've always got new guys who are trying to understand this, and we're always going to be there for them as well. Okay. So, final point, okay, is I don't want you to underestimate the chances of BTC dumping below the triple bottom like that. Okay. And the reason I don't want you to underestimate that is because if you look at the timing, guys, and once again, other channels, nobody is talking about this, but if you take the time, okay, this is about a year, okay? So a year from this bottom at 6,000, or a year from basically where we are right now, that would coincide with a raise in interest rates possibly. Okay, and so once again, if we look back to history, why did this crazy panic and crash occur from 7,000, 6,000 down to 3,000? Was because the stock market reacted negatively to the raise in interest rates at the end of 2018. Guys, think about it. A year from today, we're likely going to see a rise in interest rates, okay? And that is what could literally take us down to, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 13,000, 14,000, 15,000, around there, okay? Who knows, even maybe 9,000, right? I know it sounds crazy, but if you think about the timing, in 1 year from now, we'll likely be raising interest rates. And if you look at this example, 1 year from there to there, rise in interest rates, panic, breaks that low, breaks that bottom, and down you went. Okay, so crazy. You have to understand there's so many factors here. It's not just Bitcoin. It's not just if Elon Musk adopts it, right? It's not just if Tesla accepts it as payment. Guys, there's so much depending on the US dollar. There's so much depending on interest rates, the stock market, okay? So please, you gotta forget, and you gotta stop being so one-dimensional and thinking it's all Elon Musk. It's all about Amazon if they accept payment. Would that be huge? Would that be bullish? Yes. But guess what? A raise in interest rates, a crashing stock market, that would be a whole lot more bearish than Amazon accepting BTC or Tesla accepting BTC is bullish for BTC. Does that make sense? And I just said BTC like 10 times, so that might have been a little confusing, but I hope you get the point. Now, big news, okay, for traders. Okay, we've made the switch over to Phemex, and the best part right now, okay, is Phemex is doing a ridiculous $1,200 bonus for anyone who signs up on their platform and trades just 50,000 contracts. So basically, these guys are giving out free money, okay, and not just US dollars. They're giving out $1,200 worth of BTC, so that could be worth a lot more in the future. On top of that, if you use our associate link down below, you'll also get a reduction in your trading fees. So these guys are easily the best platform. On top of that, their customer service is on point. Okay, these guys will help you through everything if you have any problems, difficulties, and they're seriously there to help you. By far the best customer support team I've seen of all these crypto exchanges I've tried out, okay? So try them out if you're a crypto trader. I highly advise making the switch. On top of that, these guys are not going to fuck with you when it comes to, KYC and all this other stuff. Not saying KYC is a bad thing. I'm just saying these guys, they're a lot less loose. They're really cool, especially even if you talk to these guys like on the customer support team. And these guys are really cool. So, yeah, just check it out if you're a crypto trader. On top of that, final thing I'm going to point out, guys, if you feel like you got a lot and you learned something in this video, okay, just imagine how much you'll learn with some of our paid services if you tried them, okay? So this is super important if you're someone who wants to join. Guys, we're doing a ridiculous deal right now. Anyone who signs up for the charts course on our website, which is right here, you'll actually get your first week of trading with a coach for completely free. Now, obviously, you can see the prices here. We usually charge to trade with a coach. Well, guys, if you purchase the course this week, you'll get your first week of trading with a coach completely free. I've never done an incredible offer like this before. And the reason being, because we've got earnings season and crazy volatility in BTC, and I just want to help as many people as possible right now. Okay, so let's rock and roll. and take advantage of this crazy deal while it lasts. Basically, once you sign up for the course, just be patient. It might take me, 8 to 12 hours, depending if I'm asleep or whatnot. Once I see you've signed up for the course, I'll text you or I'll call you. We'll get in touch and we'll start trading as soon as possible. All right, let's take advantage of these market opportunities. Let's rock and roll. And let's get it done, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like. Make sure you subscribe. Have the notification bell on. And we've also given out some ridiculous discount coupon codes in our WhatsApp group. I'll leave the WhatsApp group link in the description of this video. So if you want a coupon as well on top of the already discounted crazy special offer we have right now of joining the course and getting your first week completely free trading with a coach, click that link below and you can join our WhatsApp group for free where we give you coupons and a bunch of cool shit. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And my name is Alex, and we'll see you on the next video. Let's trade, and let's rock and roll, and let's take advantage. Schedule a call. We'll talk soon.